Hey everybody, it's Ed, and we are with my parents. We are with Richie Hess, Angela Hess. And if you are not familiar with Richie and Angela Hess, like I said, they are my parents, and they were the co-founders of the New York Elvis Presley fan club called the King's Court, which was founded in, correct me if I'm wrong, 1973.
No.
No, 72.
72. Okay, so 1972 it was founded in. And now they met Pat and Jim Morris while standing in line to get tickets to see Elvis at Madison Square Garden. Dad, why don't you hold up that picture next to you? And, yep, looks good right there. All right, give it a little tilt down. A little tilt. There you go. Well, a little even more. Okay, good. And actually put it in front of you and point to, well, I meant down a little bit. I'm sorry, where you can see your face.
Here I am.
All right. Point to yourself in that picture.
All right.
All
Here
right,
I
that's
am.
you. Point to mom.
My bride, right here.
Okay, point to the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley.
The greatest.
All right, and then we have Pat Morris, and Jim Morris.
Correct.
All right, and those were the founders of the King's Court fan club. All right, you can put that picture down. Now, first time you got to see Elvis live before the shows at Madison Square Garden was in Buffalo on April 5th of 1972. Is that correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay, so that was your very first time you got to see him. Then you got to see him in at Madison Square Garden, all four concerts. You went to Vegas that year also for the first time in August, where Mom, you recorded a couple of shows or a few shows. And then 1973, do you recall what your first concerts were of 1973 of Elvis?
No.
Okay, all right. So, well, 1973, you learned that Elvis was coming to Nassau Coliseum, did you not?
Correct.
Okay.
There was one tour that we did. We went all upstate New York.
In 73?
No.
72.
That was later on.
Oh, 74. That was 74.
Right. That was later on.
Okay, regardless. Yeah, I know. It's hard to remember the years at this point, but let's refresh your memory. So we're going back to 1973. You hear that Elvis Presley is coming to Nassau Coliseum, which was approximately, I guess, maybe 20 minutes from our house at that time.
Right.
And the tickets are going to go on sale. So, when the tickets went on sale, I believe it was a Saturday or a Friday? Do you remember the day they went on sale?
No, they went on sale on a Monday.
Oh, it was on a Monday. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
it was on a Monday.
So you made arrangements. You got off of work. You switched shifts with friends at work, and you took a few days. And what did you do?
Went to the Coliseum.
And
Started a line.
started a line.
Yep.
About what? 4 days before the tickets went on
Yep.
sale. So
Correct.
what, Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday night. So you got in your car. This is 1973. So concert was in June. So you're probably talking what, May?
Yeah.
All right. So in May, and then you get the line going. There's people waiting behind you now, and there's a whole fiasco that happens with it. But we're not going to really get into that right now. Where the security didn't want you to stay there, but then you were able to, or was that 75? Did that happen in 75? Well, might have happened both times.
Well,
Well, at 73, we had the line.
Okay, so there were no real problems in 73.
No.
Okay, so you waited in line, Mom would bring you food, do things like that. It was a communal thing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There was a lot of people you became friends with. You were handing out bumper stickers and memorabilia
right.
at that time for the fan club, getting members.
Can I just interject?
Of course.
You have the scrapbook
Yes, I do.
with pictures of some of the goings on there with people brought their families, and it was like a
A party.
A party.
Okay. All right, so we get the tickets. Dad's first in line. So, Dad, of course, now there were 4 shows that he did. We had June 22nd, Friday night. June 23rd, which was Saturday, he did an afternoon and an evening performance. And then Sunday, June 24th, he did an afternoon only performance.
Right.
So you bought tickets for all 4 shows, and you got front row center for all 4
Yes.
by being first.
Yes.
Okay. So now, were Pat and Jim, like, did you buy for them also, or
Yeah, we were
they
all together.
They were
Right.
online also.
Okay,
They were
so
online.
they-
We knew exactly
Right.
how many tickets they had, how the seating schematic.
So you were each up there
Yeah.
first when,
Right.
when they opened up the box offices.
Yeah.
And they knew which seats to ask for, so that they couldn't say, "Oh, I'm sorry, those are
Well,
gone."
they did.
Right.
They
Was that?
tried.
Right.
Yes, they
Yeah.
did try. And then the head of the Coliseum says, "They know this place better than you do. Give them what they want." Because they had it all figured out.
Right.
Nobody was going to ask for the
For
same,
doubles.
for
Right.
double tickets
Sure.
of what they were getting.
Right.
So everybody knew which number tickets they wanted to buy.
Got it. So
There
you
were
had
15 seats across in
Across.
A, B,
B
and C.
Right.
So that was 15, 15, and 15.
Right.
That's how it was.
you got B,
Yeah.
which is great. Okay. All right. So now the anticipation comes. The night of the concert is here. We have Friday. We have June 22nd, 1973. First time Elvis is playing Nassau Coliseum. It's the first time he's playing Long Island, New York. He's played New York City already,
Right.
but it's first time in Long Island. So you're there, you're front row center, and you sit through the concert. And any particular memories that you have from that show?
Jeez. I don't. The only thing I remember is when he came out, he wore that white suit with all the.
I think they call it the Aztec suit.
Yeah.
Right. That's where I got my first scarf.
That's where she
That's
got
where
her
you got your
scarf.
first scarf. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of which, I want you to listen to something. Now, I was going through your tapes, your what we call the Angela tapes now, but your concert tapes, and there was one particular tape that I did not digitize, and we're going to actually listen to a little snippet from this particular tape, and I want to just get your reaction. So here we go. You ready?
I'm
Yep.
ready.
All right. Hold on to your hats. Here we go.
This is the song during which my wife Angela received the scarf from Elvis the King at the June 22nd Friday show at the Nassau Coliseum, 1973.
Okay.
Where
So
did-
before, where did what? This is your tape. This is the tape that you had what the hell was it? Labeled Code 3. Well, you had these
I
little
know. I had weird.
excuse me
I was-
codes for them.
I know.
Regardless, but
I don't even remember saying.
I don't
see,
remember that.
well,
either.
all right, we're talking. It's 50 years ago. It's been over 50 years. Okay.
Wow.
So, but now here's the thing: it only appears that you only have this song from the concert. So I don't know. I don't think you actually recorded it, unless you did, because I don't know how you would have known you were getting a scarf. So, I don't know who you got it from. If you remember who you got this from,
Is this?
See, go ahead.
Could I just ask?
Yeah.
Is this the one where? What song was he singing? "Love Me" or?
No,
And he threw the scarf.
no, that
No.
was the next night.
Okay.
That was
that
the
was-
next night.
No.
Alright.
No, this was for, okay, because just to clarify what my father just said, on the next night on June 23rd, and Mom will tell that story in a second. Mom also got a scarf, but we're talking about the yellow one. Mom, actually, would you point to it for the viewers right there?
Right there.
That
My
yellow
first
scarf. That was Mom's first scarf. And in that display case, we do have the ticket stub and a picture of Elvis wearing the scarf. And actually, underneath the scarf, there are 2 pictures of Elvis wearing the scarf as well. If you want to take one or both down, Mom, and hold them up, you can. You don't have to, but see them?
Oh, right.
The smaller
yeah.
ones. And you can show the camera. but those are Elvis wearing
My scarf.
the scarf that's hanging on the wall. Actually, point it down a little bit. There you go. Perfect. All right. And yeah, so that was your first scarf. So
Right.
do you remember what song he was singing when you got that scarf?
I know it was the first. I can't remember now, but
Okay. All right.
when he's doing
well,
his repertoire, there's one song when he starts
right.
where
That you know.
that we know and that he's gonna.
All right. So I'm gonna play it
All
right
right,
now,
play it.
and let's get your reaction. You ready? And you tell me if you can remember
Love
when
me?
when it happened. When it happens. In other words, as we're listening,
Right.
like if you're like, oh, that's it, or you know,
Mhm.
if you get a recollection, let me know. Ready?
Right.
Oh, wrong one.
Love me.
Can you hear it? That's it. That was the moment. Okay. So when everybody starts screaming,
Yeah.
because you got right, and then this, okay. Right. All right. So can you hear what song it is? It's the end.
So it goes. Some things are meant to be.
Yeah.
It's the end of the show.
Yeah, right. So, because you got the last scarf of the night. That one, you got the first scarf of the night.
Right. I did.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm
Okay.
trying to refresh your memory.
Right. I got the first
Yeah.
scarf of the
It's
night.
been a long time.
And,
Yeah.
All right. I can't remember it. When did Daddy say, and this is the song?
This is June 22nd, can't even talk, 1973. Yep.
I knew it was an end of a show that when
Well-
she just sat there. And
No,
it
no, no.
just-
That you're getting it confused. The yellow scarf was the end of the show.
Okay,
The white scarf was the first scarf he threw out.
okay. Yeah. that's a long
Hey, old
time.
Daddy, again, it's been 50 years,
Yeah.
so God bless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
It's okay. But, that's why I'm here, to help you
All right,
recall the
then
stories.
Okay. I was mistaken. Then.
Okay,
I
well,
thought.
no, that was Love Me.
Oh, okay. I
That
got
was
them
Love Me,
confused.
and that was
You're right.
Can't Help Falling in Love.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
that was light, that was the end of the show, and that was the last scarf that he threw, the yellow one.
Right.
The white one, because it's so stained, was because of all the sweat on it, because of the way it was worn inside his
Right.
jumpsuit.
Oh yeah. Right.
And that's why it's all sweat stained, and that's why when you didn't go for the scarf, well, actually, you tell the story. You got the scarf the night before,
Right.
so now we're pointing to the white scarf right above you,
Right.
okay? And yeah, so he starts singing "Love Me,"
Right.
and he's getting ready, and everybody rushes the
Rushes the
stage.
stage.
Go ahead, you take it.
Right. So I said, okay, I'll stay in my seat. They're all rushing the stage. I already got a scarf. Let somebody else get one.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, being nice. So I sat in my chair. And because everybody did rush the stage, and I mean
Rush the stage.
rushed the stage and were knee deep, instead of giving it to someone, he took the scarf and threw it.
And there it was.
And I saw it coming towards me. I put my hand out like this. The scarf floated down, splattered right in my hand, folded the way it was, and stuck there. I put my thumb down and I go, well, I guess it was meant to be.
That's right. Yes, I remember.
You know,
What was
I
it?
couldn't believe it.
Was there somebody that offered you a ring, a jeweler?
Oh yeah, at the end of the show.
Yeah.
The jeweler that was in our club and made up the King's Court plaque. He was a jeweler. And he came up to me and he says, I'd really like that scarf for my wife. Would you sell it? So I said, well, no. He says, well, I knew who he was. He goes, I'll make you any kind of jewelry you want. Any ring you want, any jewelry you want.
Yeah.
I said, I thought for a sec, when I go, well, no, I'm sorry. I'm keeping this. So I could have had whatever I wanted. He wanted to buy that scarf.
Yeah.
All right. So that was good.
That, in one way I felt bad, but I'm glad I
No,
didn't give it away or sell it.
at the time.
It was worth more to me at that time, because of the way I got it.
Right.
It was,
Yeah.
and soaking wet. That's probably why it splattered in my hand and it didn't fall off or anything.
Yeah. He looked good.
So you got to see him all 4 shows, and out of the 4 shows, 2 of them you
2.
got a scarf.
Correct.
And then after that in '74, again we had Vegas again.
Correct.
And in Vegas we talked about how the picture behind you on that funky frame was autographed by Elvis.
Correct.
And that scarf right next to that picture above you and Dad is the scarf that you received when he did sign that picture. And there's a picture of Elvis with the picture frame in front of him about to sign it.
Right.
And we have the pen next to it that Elvis used to sign it. There's the menu in it from that engagement. And again, the picture itself of you, Elvis, you guys with Elvis and Pat and Jim, that was signed by Elvis himself. And that happened in August of '73.
Right.
And then, so in August of '73, you got, no, well, all right, when you had it signed, I'm sorry, you're right.
Right.
But you met him in August of '73.
73.
So a year prior, in August '73, is when
Right.
you met him and had that picture taken. And that picture was taken by Ed Banja.
Correct.
And then the next year, in August of '74, is when you brought the picture with you and you were able to get him to sign it.
Correct.
Right.
And
He
the
signed it on stage.
Yep.
Yeah.
The rest
And
is
then
history.
showed it, turned it around, and held it up and showed it.
To the
the
audience.
I'm trying to find
I
audio.
don't have.
I know. You didn't record.
I don't.
You
have it.
recorded half of the 27th and half of the 28th, but it basically makes a complete show in
Right.
'74. Yeah, but whatever. I don't know what your reasons were. You don't know what your reasons were.
I
Again,
don't-
49 years
I
ago.
wasn't a professional.
I ain't gonna hold you down to
right?
it.
I
It is
was
what
lucky.
it is. We're glad we have what we have.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was.
Right.
It was a job just to sneak it in.
All right. All right, everybody. So I think at this time we are going to say goodbye, and we will be back with another edition of Angela and Richie Talking Elvis. Appreciate you watching. Any last words from either of you?
Nope. Thank you for everything. Thank you for being fans. We enjoyed what we did. I hope you're enjoying these little memories.
If Elvis was still alive, I'd still be chasing him.
Yeah.
We'd still be groupies.
Yeah.
All right. All right, everybody. Appreciate you watching. If you would like, leave a comment. Good to yourselves. Good to each other. Take care.
Bye-bye.